And we're back for episode 15 of Megaman. Sorry, I actually forgot the name. No! How do I do this? uh, Megaman Battle Network? I'm pretty sure that's the name. Sorry, I think what's happening is that I've said the name so much, especially in between episodes, because I kept on looking up Megaman Battle Network, Megaman Battle Network, Megaman Battle Network to look up the internet map. Because if you just put internet map into Google, a whole bunch of other stuff that isn't Mega Man comes up, unfortunately. So I had to keep on typing in Megaman Battle Network each time I had to look up the internet map to navigate it. So I think now my mind's like, wait, is it Mega Man Battle Network or is it something else? But I'm pretty sure it's Mega Man Battle Network. We're back for episode 15 of Mega Man Battle Network 1. Last episode, we finished the story and defeated some of the secret bosses, Magic Man, Shadow Man, and Pharaoh? Was it just Pharaoh? Oh yeah, it was Pharaoh Man, that's who we defeated. Yeah, we defeated those guys and said that in between episodes we would grind the rest of the ships that were missing, find the remaining HP ships we're missing, and get ready to face the last secret boss. The penultimate secret boss, the super boss probably. And oh boy. After a ton of grinding, we finally did it. So I got a long story to tell you guys with this grinding session because a whole lot of things happened. And by a whole lot of things, I mean not a lot, it mainly just a lot of struggles. So I think the first thing we did was grind the V3 ships for the... Actually, did we... I don't think we had Bomb Man and Color Man. Did we have Color Man? We might have had Color Man. I don't think we had the Bomb Man V3 ship at that point, but so I think we grinded that in between episodes and surprisingly enough got that pretty easily. After that, I think I started grinding the extra hard bosses, starting with... Did I start with Pharaoh Man? I think I started with Pharaoh Man. And then, after a whole bunch of time spent grinding Pharaoh Man, I went off to Shadow Man, which proved to be too difficult for me, so I decided to go and grind the other ships I needed to get, which were just like the Raider ships. I think it was Invis 3, Gaia 2 and 3, I think Pop-Up. I don't remember if I got that in the episode or not. Iron Body. No, we already had Iron Body. Drop Down. Just a whole bunch of ship grinding. And there were a lot of struggles along the way, not gonna lie. Drop Down was one of those, because to defeat this guy, you have to deal exactly 120 damage, otherwise, well, either 120 damage or more than that to defeat him, otherwise he starts healing. The best way to get most of the ships for all of these enemies is to get a score of 10 or higher, 10 or S. If you get a 9, I don't know if it's for all enemies, but I know for at least some of the higher internet area enemies, like all the internet area 15 enemies, like the auras and hard super annoying enemies, you do need a score of 10 or higher to get their chips, because otherwise you only have a 3% chance with the score of 9 and no chance whatsoever with anything below a 9. For 10, I honestly don't remember what 10 is. I think it might be like 25 maybe, and then you have a 50% chance of either getting money or the ship with a score of S. So enemies that were specifically really tough for me were, I don't remember how we got Invis 3. I think I just got super lucky with my hand. It was one of the last ones I went to grind, and I ran into him, and I think I got a really good hand and just defeated him in with a score of 10 or S. So that was a real nice one. I don't remember if I got Invis... No, I got Invis 3 before Drop Down, because Drop Down was too tough for me to get. Drop Down I think I got while... No, actually, yeah. I was grinding a whole bunch of enemies in Internet Area 15, Drop Down, Fire Aura, Shadow Man, and Drop Down was hard because, as mentioned before, he has that whole healing aspect to him. There's also the fact that he usually comes with other enemies, mainly the White Pinecone enemy, and to defeat that one you have to do 250 damage, which is pretty tough because there's no way you're going to be doing 250 damage to an enemy with either a chip. Well, you could probably do it if you have a strong fire chip. And the only strong fire chip we have, I think, is the Snake ship and Fireman. Both of which are kind of, you have to get the luck of a draw or whatever, or have enough of them to actually have a good deck with them. So yeah, this one was tough to get, just because it comes with that, it usually comes with other enemies, which makes it tough to get a score higher than 8 or 9. and that's specifically what you're shooting for. You're shooting for 10 arrests. So it's super annoying to get this one. I don't remember how... No, I remember how I got popped up. So I got pretty good at actually getting him down to, I think, at least 3 hits left. My main tip for this one is to, one, always stay at the center of the, you know, like, battle area, and then just go up and down depending on where he goes. You also want to stay to the very far right of the stage as much as possible, just so you can, you know, have that higher hit chance. Like, I know this probably doesn't make any sense because I'm probably explaining it terribly, but you know how to get pop-up, you can either use a chip or you can shoot him with your regular attack. If you go all the way to the right, your hit will go faster because you'll be closer to him, right? So that's what I did. Not really tips or tricks, just basic common sense stuff, but you know, sometimes you don't know what you're doing or you're stressed and stuff happens. Like, that happened to me. I was like, why is it taking so long for my hit to get to him? He's going way too fast. I can't hit him in time. He disappears before I can hit him. And it was because I was too far away. So yeah, after getting him down to 3, I usually kept on adding more chips to my deck until I had at least 2 or 3, preferably 3 or 4 or more Skullman chips or, you know, Navi chips, because those freeze time and let you hit the enemy wherever they are. Preferably, of course, the main preferred one being Skullman or a chip like a Protoman. They, you know, always go for the target they need to get. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh yeah, Leaf Shield was also another annoying one, just because it was kind of in a similar situation with the Red Pine Cone, where you can only get him, I think, from 10 or higher. And he's a tough nut to beat. He only shows up for a split second to attack you and then runs off. And he moves around a lot too. Fire Aura, I don't know how this happened, but I was looking up information on how to get Fire Aura, and I kept on running into info on how to get Wood Aura, because apparently Wood Aura is super hard to get, and people were like, okay, don't worry about getting Wood Aura, just go trade with the one trader guy in the game, because there's apparently a trade where you can get Wood Aura from, which is the one trade I never did, because I couldn't be bothered to get some really simple chips to get, which I think were like Cloudus, Invis, and something else, so I just left it there. I never did that trade, and luckily enough, I ran into one of these and accidentally got them. I just got a really good hand that time around. I think I got multiple Skullmans and was able to defeat him pretty easily, which got me a score of 10 or higher, I think. So that was cool. Fire Aura did take me a couple attempts, and I honestly kind of gave up for a while there. I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to see if I can get this from the ship trader, because I remember if I told you this, but you can get any chip of any rarity from the special ship trader, the one that takes 10 chips to trade. The only chips you can't get from that, I think, are Navi chips and like secret boss Navi chips, because those you can only get once you've actually gotten the chip. So yeah, that's the only way you can get those chips from that. Aside from that, any other chip you randomly have a chance of getting a chip that you don't already have. This explanation is terrible, but I'll hopefully remember to post the guides on here that help me get through this, because there were a ton of helpful guides for this game, and I definitely need to post those, because those were just way too good. After getting most of the chips that I had, I was kind of worried that I was still missing a couple of chips, and the only way to get them was from the chip shop, and I was like, wait, but Higsby isn't in the chip shop, and I can't buy anything from there. Oh no, did I lock myself out of completion by not buying chips? But thankfully, I could buy chips. There's like an automated machine or something over there apparently that can sell you chips, so I went and did that and bought all the chips that I was missing from that. After that, it was a journey of one, buying all the HP chips that I could buy from the higher level internet areas, which left me with 2 missing HP chips, of course, and those 2 were... I'm just so disappointed in myself for never finding those 2 HP chips. One of them was in that one back room with the giant ball in the school. It was in one of the cabinets that I, for some reason, never checked. I thought I checked everything in there, but apparently I didn't. So yeah, I got 1 chip from there, and then I got the last chip from from that one, I think it's Internet Area 4 where we got it. The one that's connected to Mio's teleport thing, Internet Area thing. Apparently, I think I remember showing you guys, or going to one of the pin-locked areas and being like, why isn't there anything here? Why did we unlock this? Oh, maybe it'll unlock later. And we came back and nothing was ever there. And I think I just forgot about it after that. So apparently there was something over there. It was hidden right under a bridge. Thankfully, I took a screenshot of it. Here's what it looks like. I can't believe it. It was hidden right under that, and I was real annoyed about that too, because I was just like, why would you do this to us? Why didn't you just put it in the center? Why did you? Why? I thought that was like the cruelest thing ever. But anyways, we got all the HP ships, so now we're max level. At level 100 with 1000 HP, max attack power, max rapid power, max charge power, and knockwall armor. We're super powerful now. I feel like I'm forgetting one or two more chips that I got that I struggled to get. Oh yes, there was one chip that... Okay, there's one ship that I actually missed that can only appear in the very end of the story. Where is it? What's it called? Let's see if I can find it real quick. This might take me a while. Oh yeah, we got Howitzer. So the way to get this one is that you have to, I think you also have to get a score of 9 or higher, or maybe 10 or higher, I don't remember. But my tip or trick for this one is that using the Mega Booster, like charging it up and all that, as soon as the charge bar at the top that, lets you know when you can start using chips again, as soon as that charge thing reaches the letter T, use your Mega Booster, and that immediately gets you a score of either 9 or S if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, either that, or if you run into multiple of them, just have those Skullmans on deck or Stonemans and use it right at the time that the charge bar reaches the letter T. I know this won't make much sense without the visuals and with my terrible explanations, but I'm hoping you guys will get it. If not, please ask questions in the comments section. Please, because I know I struggled with this, and when I figured out its attack pattern, I was like, oh my gosh, I could have done this ages ago. So yeah, that was a journey that happened. Here it is, Iron Shield. This enemy only appears in the www server areas. The unfortunate thing is that the server areas that it appears in are 1, 3, I think if I'm not mistaken, and 6. And unfortunately, you lose access to 1 and 3 once you finish that whole plot area thing. The only way to get this thing after that is to go into Internet Area 6, which only appears after you go into the endgame stuff where you can no longer save, right before facing the final boss. So I was like, oh my god. At first I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get him ever again, that I was locked out of it, but thankfully we can get him, thankfully. So I just redid that whole final portion again, and thankfully I can skip through story with the plus button, so that made things so much easier. I couldn't skip the credits unfortunately, but oh well. It was still... He was a pretty easy chip to get, thankfully, so it wasn't too tough. I feel like the boss did give me a little bit of a harder time this time around, I don't know why. He kept on blowing up his shield, and I couldn't remember for the life of me if he did that last episode. I feel like he did blow up his shield, but we kept on consistently getting good chips, so I didn't really have to worry about it. But yeah, he was just a little bit tougher. He actually took a little bit of damage from me. I mean, did a little bit of damage to me. I want to make double sure I didn't forget to talk about anything, so let me look at my chips real quick. Okay, I don't think I forgot anything, so I have a quick confession to make. Something that I feel real bad about doing. So, after grinding nearly everything out, I had to grind Shadow Man, right? And this was the one thing that finally ended up breaking me, cause Shadow Man is just so annoying. If I remember correctly, he has 1000 HP. He gets stunned from every single one of your chip attacks, as long as I think it's like 100 damage or more. And he's always moving around and popping around, so you can't hit him very well with the S chips unless he's staying still after performing an attack. The problem with him is that you have to also keep on moving around, because if you don't move around, you risk taking damage, and you have to beat this thing as quickly as possible to get that 9 or S rank, to get the V3 and Muramasa chip from Shadow Man. And let me tell you, this thing was such an experience. I don't know how I did it the first couple of times, but I got a rank of 9 on it, which is a 3% chance of giving us, I think, a V3 chip and a Muramasa. And after a while of trying to spawn him in again and again and again, and just going through the cycle of endless waves of regular enemies, not the thing you're looking for, and I managed to keep on running into him a couple of times, and every single time, I don't know how, despite me doing better and not taking damage those times around, I I just kept on getting a grade of 7, and it was just so annoying. Kept on trying to change my folder, trying to make it things so I could get a higher grade somehow, maybe take less damage, things like that. And I just kept on getting 7, and eventually I just gave up. I was so done with it. I'd given up on Shadow Man. He annoyed me. He's so cool, but his fight is so annoying to get an S rank on. So I just gave up on that. I didn't feel like going out and grinding better ships or stronger stuff to build like a whole new folder just to defeat Shadow Man for that single S rank. So I was like, okay, sorry Shadow Man, I'm done with you. You're the breaking point for me. You made me activate Buster Max mode, which was insane because I found out what Buster Max mode was in the middle of a fight. And I was like, oh my god, this thing is broken. Because I hit him with my charged up Buster attack and I was like, oh wait, this is doing regular damage. I thought it'd be doing more, because I remember seeing a video while looking up guides on how to spawn the boss Navis that showed people just beating them with like a single hit or two, and I was like, oh wow, what? How does that happen? So I charged up my Buster attack and was like, why isn't this finishing him off? And then I just used the regular like pew pew Buster attacks, and that was insane. It does 500 damage for each pew pew you shoot. And I was just like, wow, insane. That made life so much easier. I still ended up getting like money a couple times from him instead of the ship I wanted, but things eventually worked out. After that, I started using Buster Max mode on Gaia 3 because I also didn't feel like dealing with that. And actually, I was going to use it on the heads, but the bad thing about using the Buster Max mode, as far as I can tell, for most regular enemies, at least in the higher level internet areas, meaning internet area 15 and 16, is that the highest grade you can get with the Mega Max Buster on is a rank of 9, which is still in that 3% area for, regular ship enemies in the internet area 15 and 16. So you have a super low chance of getting the good ship. So what ended up getting me through Gaia 3, I think Gaia 3, I don't remember how I got through Gaia 3, honestly. I think I might have gotten lucky with the S boss Navi ships, maybe, like Skullman here and there, but I do remember that specifically for drop down the red pine cone, the white pine cone, firehead, and woodhead. Sorry, I called the Aura's heads. Don't take that out of context or take it weirdly. But yeah, for those 4 enemies, I got through them just the good old-fashioned way without Buster Max mode. I did have the Buster Max mode on for the Firehead and Woodhead, but I got lucky with my chip hands and actually was able to just get their ships with Skullman, thankfully. Although I did give up on Firehead initially and tried to get it from the ship creator, but that didn't end up working out and took way too long, so I just went back to grinding with the Buster Max mode on, and I still ended up getting him just with the good old-fashioned Skullman strategy. So that was nice. Anyways, I'm sorry if I disappointed you guys. I was really hoping to never have to use that, but Shadow Man pushed me too far. He was too annoying. Anyways, that happened. By the way, I guess technically Buster Max mode is a solution for, random encounters, because you can just defeat them with a pew-pew here and a pew-pew there pretty easily now. I still would have preferred, being able to turn off encounters here and there, but whatever. I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about, so it's time for the secret boss. I don't know how to activate this or what I need to do. Oh wait, there was one more thing I forgot to tell you. I tried going into the network to see if I could trade, but then I got scared by being told a whole bunch of stuff about oh, do you want to host? Do you want to be a guest? And I was like, okay, I'm scared. I don't know if I want to get into this. So I ended up not doing it. I did find out that net battles exist. There's public matches. There's also ranked matches, and I was like, oh, that'd be so cool to do after we finish the whole series. So we might do that once we finish the whole series. But unfortunately that's gonna be far into the future, which makes me sad because hopefully ranked matches still exist by then. I know that there was a Evo Japan, some type of convention over there. Sorry, I don't know too much about it, but there was a Megaman tournament over there, and I was like, oh, there's Megaman tournaments? I mean, Megaman Battle Network tournaments? I was so excited. I hope they have those in the Americas as well, and other parts of the world. That'd be so cool. But I also, at the same time, I didn't understand if it's probably not that popular in other parts. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention. I talked about it when I was talking about Shadowman and how annoying he was to try and find. He was actually, I think, the most annoying out of all the boss Navis to find for me. So, something I picked up along the way for trying to find boss Navis is that there's apparently a method to spawn them. I don't really know how it works, and I didn't really do it effectively. So, I did like my own version of it, where I would take a whole bunch of steps without taking an encounter, and then I would save, return, soft reset, and load back in, and then just take random steps around the areas to see what would spawn in. If what I wanted didn't spawn in, I would just soft reset again and repeat the cycle of, reloading and so on. I don't know if that actually worked. Well, it kind of did work for a little bit, but I wasn't doing it exactly the correct way, so... Because the videos I saw on how to spawn the boss Navis didn't really give me much of an explanation of how it works. I tried looking it up as well, but I feel like I was just too head empty to understand it, maybe. So if someone can explain that to me, I really appreciate it. It'd be interesting to know how exactly it works, but it seems like, from my understanding, it's like after a certain number of steps, you're destined to make a specific encounter or something like that. I don't really get it. That's just my terrible guess at it. Anyways, aside from that, I think I've talked about everything, so let's get into the secret boss fight finally. For probably the last episode of Megaman Battle Network. Here we go. So you've made it this far. It's a shame you're wasted on the outside world. A final trial awaits the true hero. If that's you, then you'll soon find out what that is. Actually... Okay, I'm turning Booster Max mode back on just to get through these regular enemies for now. While I try to figure out where the heck the secret boss is at. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Why do you have to do this to me? Okay, so they made the secret boss a random encounter, just like all the other boss Navis that you can find in this internet area. And they also have a chip attached to them based on how well you do in battle. The good news is that you have a pretty good chance of getting their chip. This is still so annoying though. Okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show you guys my folder. But my folder is kind of messed up right now. It's kind of ugly in my opinion, but it'll have to do. We put a whole bunch of Invis 2 on my folder because I was like, I gotta take no damage with Shadowman, so let's try using the Invis chips, and they are cool, but I still ended up getting only a grade of 7 on the Shadowman boss fight, even without taking any damage, so I couldn't think of anything better to put on, so I just left them on there, because why not? Because unfortunately, I made a semi-bad decision of just making my deck full of S ships, but there aren't that many good S ships aside from Dino Wave and the Navi ships and Sword ships, so that kind of ended up working out against me, unfortunately. So anyways, for now, I guess I'll see you guys once I spawn the secret boss. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I think he has like a 15% chance of spawning in this, so cool. I'll see you guys in hopefully not a couple hours. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Why'd it have to be this of all things? Oh yeah, as long as we're here, might as well get one of the last ships we need to get from this area. Where was it again that I get it from? I forgot. Put in config, not that. Oh yeah, download ship, that's what it was. Let's get Bass F, because why not? You got a trophy. Use them if you got them. Cool. Didn't know that was even a trophy, but whatever. So it should be in my folder. Explodes on entire... Oh my god! That's broken. Good thing I didn't get it at the beginning of the game. That would have made the game so much easier. Actually, no, because it's only one ship out of 30. But it would have definitely helped out a whole ton. Oh. Okay. Just like that. Cool. I wasn't expecting this. Cool. Well, we're here. I thought you were just gonna be the final boss from the game, not actually this thing. Um... Oh, this is interesting. Oh! What are you doing? Oh. Oh, wait, what? How am I supposed to avoid that? Oh, I destroyed his thing and I didn't even realize it. Cool. Nope. Okay, so he has like a random scattershot type of deal. That's pretty cool. Wait, did I turn it off? Okay, I did. Good. Of course you missed. Oh, dang it. Dang it, Stone Man. Always when I need you not to miss. Oh, wait. He's doing a ton of damage. Or he's hit me a ton of times, at least. I'm already at 350 HP. And he's barely at half. Let's do a good old invis strategy. Can't do anything to me now, hopefully. I think there are some attacks that can go through invis. I just don't know which ones they are. There we go. Ooh, that's a terrible grade, and that's not what I wanted. Perfect. Okay, well, guess we gotta keep on fighting this guy until we get our thing. Well, at least we ran into him. That wasn't too bad of a boss fight. He did do a ton of damage. I don't think there's any way I'm getting an S rank on that. His attack pattern is a bit unpredictable right now. But I feel like the more I fight him, the more I'll get it down, probably. Because that's what's ended up happening with Shadow Man. I ended up learning his attack patterns so I could avoid most of his attack and not take any damage. I would still end up getting messed up by one attack in my attempts, but for the most part, I got his attack pattern down. Alright. Turn this off, and let's try this again. Interesting. Interesting hand. Very interesting. Alright. Oh wait, I forgot he has a shield. Dang it. Well, there goes that damage. Come on, Stone Man. Get him with the good old 300. Come on. 1. 2. Oh my god, you actually did. Wild. No! Dang it. Oh, I just realized, is it like a set, like a set AoE type of thing? Like, it doesn't move around. It stays in a certain area? That's interesting. Haven't seen that one before. Very interesting. I don't know why I have this thing on here. What? Oh. What? Okay, I don't get how that works. It seems to be like a set area, kind of like Stone Man when he first spawns in. Another terrible hand. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if we can at least get that shield down. Okay, this has to be a better score than the last one. Oh, it's a 10. Yay, we did it! Oh, wait, that's what it looks like? I thought it was gonna look like that thing. Oh, it looks like that because, wait. Why does that thing have the... Oh, wait. Did y'all see the www broadcast? Things are getting sticky. I got some info on the live virus from my lab connections. I thought all the net powers should know about this. Live virus, ultimate virus made up of 4 programs. Fire, aqua, electric, possessing no elemental weakness. No effective combat strategies, no, that's what it says. Honestly, I don't know how my net Navi can fight it. I got some other info here. Apparently there's evidence that the live virus defense program was copied by someone. Something to do with www or the endgame. Who knows? All we can do is practice with our chips and wait. So is that like someone completely random, unrelated to Dr. Wily? Oh, good thing I was like, did I turn this off? But I did, good. Yeah, is that someone unrelated to Dr. Wily? Are they like their own separate character thing? Interesting. Gotta look forward to that next game. Let's see, where's that life aura? Negate all attacks with damage of under 100, sorry. Interesting. Never gonna use this because we've done everything we can do, but cool. We have this now. We did it. Yay! Hooray! We did it! We beat the game! Sorry, this game was stressful. Not really. I just mean the grinding was stressful. That's what I meant to say. Well, this is probably gonna be like the last episode of Resident Evil 1 that ended up being an hour long, but it was like only 20 minutes of me doing anything in Resident Evil. And then I spent like 40 minutes talking about what games we were gonna play. No, we're gonna try and cut this short. Well, first I need to talk about what I thought about the game. I also need to do that. Forgot. Okay. Time to talk about the game as a whole, now that we've done everything. I love this game. It's incredible. Just like Final Fantasy 1, it was an incredibly fun time. The combat felt so unique and fun. Although I was grinding and yeah, I got annoyed towards the end, overall, the grinding wasn't annoying. At least not like what we've done in other games, like in Yakuza 0 or... what was the other one? Kingdom Hearts 1, Pokemon Legends Arceus, where it got kind of tedious to go around and try catching Pokemons, or it got annoying dealing with all these secret bosses and secret enemies to get all these materials, or completing all these mini games to try and get all the completion list thing done for Yakuza 0. It was just a really fun time, because the combat, I don't know what it is about the combat in this game, but it's just so fun and entertaining. Maybe it's because of the way that you're not guaranteed to always have the same battle, just because your hand can always come out differently. It made things a bit more interesting. And despite, you know, running into the same enemies over and over again, there's like a variability of what you can get. You can either get money or a chip that you can use. And even if you already have the chip or don't need the chip, you can always trade it or, you know, combine it with other chips to try and make a set or things like that. So it's not like necessarily bad to have multiples of one chip. So, you know, that's pretty cool and fun. The story was also super cute and fun. I really enjoyed it. Lan and Mel's relationship, so cute. The relationship between Megaman and Lan, also adorable. The League of Villains was pretty cool. I'm kind of sad we didn't get more of them, if I'm being honest, but overall, it's still alright. It was like, you know, it kind of felt like watching episodes of an anime, if I'm being honest. You went from one episode dealing with this League member of the League of Villains to the next dealing with another, and then finally ending it all off and defeating all of them and saving the world. And it had a super fun twist, just like Triangle Strategy, with that one twist that I won't spoil for people who haven't watched the series. So far we had some pretty good twists in these games. In the games we played, I'm trying to think, let's see. Kingdom Hearts 1, we already knew what was going on there because we played through that a long time ago. Had I not been spoiled about the Bolo thing in Pokemon Legends Arceus, that would have been a sick twist. But unfortunately, Bolo was everywhere, so kind of hard to avoid that one, sadly. Triangle Strategy had that one twist with Sarah Noah, so good. As well as all the endings being super fun and cool. Well, at least having one good thing about each ending. That was super like dramatic and cool. Yakuza 0, just amazing story. Yeah, so far we had some really good story games. I'm trying to think. All the characters in this were pretty fun and cute as well. The only one... I was gonna say, is there anyone that I don't like? But no, they were all pretty fun and cute. And we didn't get to know them too much, unfortunately, but I feel like we got to know about them enough. Artistically, this game is also pretty good. It has like a cute, I guess I would say anime style, but at the same time it also feels kind of chibi style because of, I don't know, just the way that Lan and Megaman and all the other like friend Navi chips are drawn. They look so cute and adorable. There's just like something really cute about the way that all the characters are drawn in this. And I love it! Actually, I have an art book for the game now that I think about it. I don't know if I'll use it to draw thumbnails, because I would like to use it, but it might contain spoilers, so I don't know, we'll have to see. And when I mean spoilers for the future games. So yeah, artistically pretty cool. Music, it's nice. It's not exactly my style, but I liked it. It was pretty enjoyable. It was a nice, kind of like techno-ish, 8-bit-ish music. It's super fun and fun to listen to while playing. It would have been nice to have some more different, like, maybe boss themes or something like that, because I think every single boss theme had the same boss theme in this game. I don't even remember what the final boss theme was. I think it might have been different, maybe, or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, overall music was alright. Nothing incredible, like Triangle Strategy levels of music, or Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Kingdom Hearts level, but pretty good. It's, if I'd had to rank it, I rank it above... Actually, no, I was gonna say I rank it above Yakuza 0, but Yakuza 0 has some nice songs. I'd say, like, it's pretty good. It's nice. Actually, I know. It's better than Resident Evil 1, but that's not saying a lot, so never mind. I won't say that. It's good music. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I feel like anything else I try to say might sound insulting, but I actually really do like the music from this. It's pretty fun. Makes me nostalgic from, like, when I used to play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team on my Game Boy. Super nostalgic and fun. So we talked about art, music, story, characters, enemies. Enemies were all incredibly designed and super cute and fun as well. Bosses were also pretty cool. They got kind of easy towards the end, except for the secret bosses. Like, those got... Ooh, those went 0 to 100 real quick with Shadow Man and the secret final boss. Ooh, it was wild how insane those guys went. But overall, pretty enjoyable and manageable. My only, I guess, gripes with this game would be the grinding, but even the grinding is pretty manageable and fun to do. I guess the annoying thing would be the random encounters, which I wish we could turn on and off, just like in Final Fantasy 1. But we do have the Mega Buster, which makes them like a breeze to get through. It's still annoying though, but at least less annoying now with that on. In my opinion, grinding Navi chips is still super annoying, even if the spawn thing really works. That feels like so much effort to try and get this one thing. I feel like it would have been better if they just made like a separate area where you can fight them anytime you want and just have like that chance of getting it, because it's tough as it is. Like, not only do you have to deal with 1, trying to find them, 2, trying to defeat them, 3, trying to get a good grade so you have a chance of getting the chip you want, and 4, you have to have, there's always that chance that you won't get the thing you want, instead you'll get money. So I feel like you could at least make that easier on us, having to find them, at least so we don't have to worry about one of those chance things. That would have been nice. Hopefully they fix that in future games. The other thing I wish they fix is the folder, because, oh boy, trying to find the chips you want in this thing is so annoying. There's so much in here, and the only way to organize it is going one by one like this. And that's so much effort for something that could just be sorted automatically by type and things like that, or maybe sorted by library order. But oh well, what can you do? The level up aspect of this game was really cool and fun as well, in my opinion. It felt pretty different from other games, I think. Then again, I don't have that much experience, so I don't have much to talk about, but it still felt pretty unique and fun, because you can either make yourself stronger, make yourself hit faster, or make your charged up attack stronger. You also have access to armors to help you deal against elemental things, which is pretty cool, and you can slowly get stronger over time as you progress through the story and deal with tougher challenges, which is pretty cool. I also like the hidden item mechanics in this game. Thankfully, there wasn't anything missable or extremely important that's missable in this game, which I thought was pretty neat. I always enjoyed having like that hidden item mechanics in games. Sometimes it can be annoying because yeah, you might miss something really important or super good, but it's like a fun aspect to it. I don't know, it just makes you want to explore the world more, which is something that this game does really well. Like having you explore around, talk to people. They have different conversations depending on the chapter you're in or what the issue is and things like that. That was so cute and cool. Really, really immersive and great world building on that part. Oh yeah, there is another thing I hope they introduce in future games. I need a mini-map for the internet area because this shit is confusing as hell. I've gone through the internet area so many times and I still have to have an internet map open because it's just so hard to navigate, especially for my head empty ass. Ugh. Please introduce a minimap in future games, please, for the love of God. Hopefully all of these issues get addressed in future games, but I'm pretty sure all of these games were Game Boy games, so I don't know how much of a difference there's gonna be in between games. Hopefully, please, just make those quality of life improvements and I'm sure we'll be fine. Aside from that, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. We're going to talk about the annoying things. I said my piece about the boss Navis, which also applies to those, rarer ships or harder ships to get. We talked about art, character, music, story. Oh, actually, I guess final content, or like extra content. It would have been nice to have a little bit more aside from just, go collect all the chips, go beat 3 secret bosses, technically 2, actually no, technically 3. But yeah, go defeat the 3 secret bosses, collect all the chips, and then you're done. I don't know, it would have been nice to have at least one more story piece leading into the next game, but still enjoyable even without that. So yeah, overall, incredible game. Please play it, please. Try it out. It's such a good game. It's so fun. Highly recommend to anyone and everyone. Last thing... Oh yeah, that's everything. Now we can talk about what future games we can play. And... I guess I have some good news / possibly bad news, question mark. We did take off some games from the backlog, which is both good and bad news, because when it's a little bit smaller now, and bad because, well, it's a little bit smaller now, some games got removed from this list. Let me see if I can find the list real quick and tell you what those games are. Actually, I'll just go down the whole list and let you guys know what got removed along the way. So the possible games that we might play next, by the way, I already know what I'm playing through next, and I'll give you a hint towards the end, along with a sneak picture, but look forward to that. Anyways, here's the list of games we have to play through right now. We got Trials of Mana and Visions of Mana. Visions of Mana hasn't come out yet, but we might play through that when that comes out. We got Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and Fire Emblem Engage. Judgment 1 and 2, which I always forget is a part of this list, which is concerning. I feel like I meshed it together with Yakuza 0 or just completely forget it exists, and that kind of worries me because we do eventually have to play through those games because those are probably going to be fun as well. So hopefully I don't forget. Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3, which is still in limbo, sorry. Yakuza 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which you know the deal with. Still gotta wait for it. Persona 3, 4, and 5. Shin Megami Tensei 3 and 5. Nier Automata. And Nier Replicant. It's Nier Replicant. I think that's the new version. Final Fantasy 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and World of Final Fantasy Maxima. Which won't happen for a while because, we just finished Final Fantasy 1. Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. And The Dark Prince. Bravely Default 2. Kingdom Hearts, which won't happen for a while. Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, Snap, Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, which honestly don't know if we're actually gonna do Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens. Maybe not. I wasn't a huge fan of the art style for that. I got the game and I played through it and was like, I basically just got it for nostalgic sake because I loved the original GBA version. Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Skyward Sword? Question mark? Probably not because I already played through that, but we might do hard mode as a stream or something in the far, far future. Bayonetta 1, 2, 3, and Cereza and the Lost Demon. The World Ends With You, 1 and Neo, which is in limbo because of the weird controls it has. Megaman Battle Network Legacy, which now won't happen for a while, sadly. I'll miss you, Megaman. Pikmin 1, 2, 3, and 4. Star Ocean, Second Departure, and Divine Force. Resident Evil, which won't happen for a while. Kirby, which won't happen for a while. We only got one more game on there, and it's Kirby Return to Dreamland, sadly. Sadly, we don't have any more options right now. Metroid Dread and Metroid Prime. Phoenix Wright, 1, 2, and 3. Apollo Justice, 1, 2, and 3. Mario Wonder, Mario RPG. Mario Princess Peach Showtime. We used to have Mario vs. Donkey Kong on here, but unfortunately we took that off because it's just kind of like a puzzle game, which doesn't give me a lot to work with recording-wise. Sorry, I'm just gonna play that on my off time. And also, I played it on my off time and it wasn't that enjoyable. Like, it's enjoyable, but it's like, I'll pick it up every once in a while. Not like, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed recording this every week or so. It probably would have been annoying. Sorry. Still a pretty fun game though, if you like puzzles and things like that. Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3. Legends of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, 4. And Trails of Sky or whatever it's called as well as the weird spin-offs, I think. I forget what it's called. I think Tales of Reverie or something like that. And something else. You know the ones I'm talking about, if you know the series. Now the new ones that got added. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster whenever that releases, because there's no info and that thing was announced a long time ago. Live a Live. Saga Frontier Remastered. This is a new one that got added. So I actually wanted to play through this game a long time ago, but I found out that they weren't releasing a physical version of it, so I just decided not to get it, unfortunately, although I was really looking forward to it because it looked interesting with the pixel art and everything. Then, a couple days ago, years later after forgetting about this game, I realized, like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I was like, wait, Play Age exists. Do they have a physical version? And what do you know, they do, so we got it. And now that's an option. We got Chained Echoes, Sonic Frontiers, Omori, 13 Sentinels, Triangle Strategy, Tactics Ogre, Soul Hackers 2. Wait, Triangle Strategy is supposed to be on here. Just ignore that. Sea of Stars, still waiting on my physical edition for that, sadly. Code Vein, Rain Code, Batten Kaitos 1 and 2, Unicorn Overlord, Metaphor Fantasio, Catherine, Full Body, question mark? I don't know. We'll think about that one, because that one's an interesting one. It's technically a puzzle game, but also has pretty good story, I think. We used to have Adventures of Dai Infinity Stash here, but that got a whole bunch of bad reviews and also wasn't that well received story-wise, because it's neither manga-based nor exactly anime-based. I don't know, it has like a weird situation going on, so probably never gonna play through that, sadly. We have Deltarune on here, but we're not gonna play that until it's finished. We also had Sonic Superstars on here, but that also didn't do as well as expected, sadly. And I played through the game a little bit, and it just didn't feel that comfortable to play. It's not bad, it's just not my cup of tea. It reminded me of why I like Sonic as a character and everything, but as video games, I don't know if I enjoyed it too much. It's alright. I still want to play through Sonic Colors though someday, but I never found a good, I think, a PlayStation physical version of it, so who knows if we'll ever play through that. And lastly, Doki Doki Literature Club, which I don't know whether that'll be happening anymore. I'm debating. Anyways, now you know what might come next. You know what's been lost and what's been gained. So look forward to whatever comes next. Just a quick hint, both games are pretty long games, both gameplay-wise, like actual game time, how long it'll take to complete everything, and also, they're long series games. Hint hint, won't say what it is, but try and guess. I think I've said before what long series games are on here, or that I think are long series games, so hint hint. You also have the sneak peek picture coming someday, so try and guess. Sadly, I won't be able to play for a while. Dang it, I'm about to go train in the mountains, so I won't be able to play them for a while. Although I'm really excited about playing both of them. I wish I could start playing them, but I can't. Anyways, for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the series, because I certainly did. It was such a fun time, and I'm really looking forward to playing through the next Megaman Battle Network game. It won't be for a while, of course, unfortunately. It won't be until we loop back again around and you know, do another Kingdom Hearts game and then jump to another Yakuza game and, you know, so on, until the cycle repeats. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. I look forward to the adventures of Lance and all his friends and Mega Man, and the new chips that we'll hopefully get. I'm gonna miss this. But for now, for the 100 millionth time in the series probably, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!